Hi friends! In this video I'm going to explain how to make a guide sheet and how to write the basic strokes in small letters. For writing Copperplate we need to draw 5 horizontal lines which are called top rule, number rule, head rule, base rule and drop rule. The ratio between the lines is 1, 1, 1 and 1.5. I wonder if you have ever compared the edge pens with the nib which is used for Copperplate. The base of writing in different sizes with the edge pens is the width of the pen. But in Copperplate you can write in different sizes by increasing and decreasing the pressure on the nib. So we have different pressures here. And without any pressure we have a hairline. So it is possible to write, for example, the letter A in different sizes. A big one, smaller one, and to some extent a small one. If you are going to write according to the scale of 2 millimeters, it will be 2, and 2 multiply 1.5 will be 3 millimeters, and if you are going to write in scale of 3 millimeters, it will be 3, 3, 3, and 3 multiply 1.5 equaling 4.5. Here I'm writing in scale of 10 millimeters. So it will be 10 millimeters, 10, 10, and 15 millimeters. We have another line here which is called main slope or slope line. The angle of this line is 50 degrees. Everything should be parallel with these lines. As you see here, every stroke in the letter A is parallel with main slope, and even the numbers 5 and 0 are parallel with the slope line too. Every nib has an axis which is opened by the pressure and makes possible to write in different sizes. The axis should be parallel with the slope lines. As you see here, my pen holder is in the same line with the axis of the nib. So when the pen holder is parallel with the slope lines, we are holding it correctly. In the first clip, I said that it was possible to use an elbow nib with a straight holder to make it easier to hold the pen correctly. Of course, I have never used this form of nibs or oblique holders. We have 9 basic strokes here which are used for making small letters. For drawing the first basic stroke, put your nib on head rule, press on your nib and come down until you finish the end of stroke on drop rule. And make the both heads flat. It is necessary to mention that you should use an inkwell which is deep enough to be able to dip the tip of the nib in ink easily. Also remember to bring it out of the ink gently, not suddenly, so the nib takes enough ink and you don't need to do this. If you look at the numbers 5 and 0, the highest pressure in 0 is here. And in 5 are here and here. But we have the highest pressure in the first stroke from up to down. The highest pressure on the nib should be about 1/4 of the scale. Since I'm writing in the scale of 10 millimeters, the highest pressure will be about 2.5 millimeters. A copperplate nib is able to write a hairline and also a thick line from up to down, but it is only possible to draw a hairline from down to up. For drawing the basic stroke 2, divide this space to 3. Put your nib here and go up and turn round on head rule. Then increase the pressure gradually and make the end of the stroke flat right on the base rule. For basic stroke 3, divide this space to 3 again and start it on the head rule and apply the highest pressure at the beginning of the stroke and come down. Turn round on base rule and go up and stop between the base rule and head rule. It is necessary to mention that the beginning and the ending of these two strokes are not parallel with the slope line. In fact, the angle of them is about 45 degrees. For drawing the basic stroke 4, again divide the space between the base rule and head rule to 3. Start the stroke here and go up and turn round on head rule, and while coming down, start the pressure and take it off. Turn round on base rule and go up. So the beginning and ending in this stroke is 45 degrees too. For drawing the basic stroke 5, suppose that we have a clock with an oval form. So the position of 2 is here. 11 is here and 9 and 7 are here. Put your nib on the position 2 and go up in parallel. Turn round on 12 and start pressure on 11 until you have the highest pressure on 9. Then decrease the pressure. Somehow you finish it on 7. Turn round on base rule and meet the point of starting again. The basic stroke 6 starts like basic stroke 1, but the pressure will be almost 0 between base rule and drop rule. After taking off the pressure, make the stroke a little curve, turn round on drop rule and cut the body. If we divide this space to 3, the place of cutting is here. Start the basic stroke 7 on base rule and go up in a very light curve to get on 1/3 of this space. As you see here, if you connect the two heads of this stroke, it will be parallel with slope line. Remember to draw this stroke from down to up. Divide this space to 3 for basic stroke 8. Put the nib here, go up and turn round on top rule and come back a little. If you continue that stroke in parallel with slope line, you should be able to meet the starting point. Before drawing the basic stroke 9, put your nib a little below the head rule, and while turning around, increase and decrease the pressure and go up.